Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you an amazing haul of records, and each one of these records only cost $1. So amazing. I just made a video a couple of weeks ago talking about how I have given up on antique stores, garage sales, anything like that. I just feel like the treasures have dried up where I live. Well, a viewer of mine, Paul from California, sent me a ton of records. They all cost $1. Great deals, and he inspired me. He is still able to find some killer stuff, and I can't wait to show you what he sent my way. These are just a sample of some of the records. He sent me a lot. I'm so thankful. And I planned on having something else I wanted to show in this video. But I received something in the mail this morning that was so shocking, so surprising, that I'm going to show that instead. It's truly unbelievable. Please wait till the end of this video to see what got sent my way. I am truly astounded. So let's go ahead and get started with these $1 finds. First off, Paul always sends me these amazing books. These are record collector magazines that you can find at record stores. I don't have a record store where I live, so I'm so grateful that he sends these to me because I don't really see any of these, but I hear about them. I know a lot of people here in the vinyl community even write articles in them. Rachel from Rachel's Ghost, Stunt Rock Confusion, Rob from the channel The Waxed, and Mazzy from the Norman Maslov channel. Here is a picture of a young and younger Mazzy and an article he wrote for this. So a little bit more about Mazzy later in this video. But I love having those, so I'm really grateful that he sent these my way, as well as this 45 Tommy James and the Shondells, Say I Am, lots of pretty girls, and a beautiful sleeve. So I love having that. Now let's get on with the dollar records. This one is rare because it was a commercial failure when it came out by a very amazing artist that we still love today. This is 1973's Dusty Springfield Cameo. Tremendous sounding record. Her voice is amazing on here. It's on this Dunhill label. And I find that when I get Dunhill records, most of them sound absolutely wonderful, and this is one of them. And because it wasn't just a tremendous hit, it's hard to find originals of. And as you can see, there's the sticker for $1, and truly, truly amazing. Here's another one. Paul watches my channel a lot, and he really knows where I go with my record collecting, what I'd like to have. And this is an example of that. Michael Jackson's Thriller. As you all know, if you watch my channel, I've made a video about the Mobile Fidelity one-step that I absolutely love. The audiophile version is absolutely wonderful. And I have an old reissue that I've had since my childhood. This is a first pressing. Mine was a reissue. I now have a first pressing, and you can tell because it doesn't have the Michael Jackson credit as a producer. It's strictly just Quincy Jones on the first pressings. Sounds wonderful on this epic label, and I love having a first pressing now. Here is Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry, an absolutely killer looking record in stunning condition. It's got some great guitar playing on it. Of course, it's Eric Clapton. There's a cool Bob Dylan, Eric Clapton song on here called Sign Language, and it was $1, and it's a white label promo on RSO. So that is an amazing find for just $1. And the next one I'm going to show is one I've seen on Holy Moly walls before, wanting a little bit of money for, and he found it for $1 in stunning condition. The Byrds, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. And of course this was from 1968. Graham Parsons joined the Byrds for just this album. And if you were a Byrds fan and then you put this one on, it sounds very different. It's not psychedelic. it's more country rock. That's really where Graham Parsons' heart was, and that's where the Byrds are on this album. And there's great songs on here. I love the opening track, You Ain't Going Nowhere. The Christian Life might be my favorite. Pretty Boy Floyd. It's fantastic. It is country. It is not that typical Byrds sound, but this particular version was just $1 on the 2i Columbia label, and it is mint. It's so beautiful. This next one, Ellington 66. Really great stuff. Beatles hits on here. I Want to Hold Your Hand, Moon River, Days of Wine and Roses, All My Lovin'. So a lot of really great songs that we all know and love on here. This is the mono version, and it is on this beautiful tricolor Reprise label. And when Paul wrote the letter, he said that he had seen the stereo version on a recent Mazzy video. This is the mono version, and it's clean and it sounds great. Here is Poco, Legend. Hard to find this one in clean condition. We all know the artwork was done by Phil Hartman of Saturday Night Live fame. We also know, sadly, his crazy wife killed him and then killed herself. I imagine his children are all grown up now, and I hope they're doing well. That was a heartbreaking story. I can still remember when I heard about it, how shocking it was. But back to the music. Crazy Love by Poco is amazing. Heart of the Night, another big hit for them. They did not have the fame that I feel they deserved. One of the most underrated bands of all time. And it is on the ABC label. Next up, I had last summer found a record called a band called Smith. I like the band Smith a lot. This is their follow-up, Minus Plus. He found a copy still in shrink for just $1, and it's wonderful. Gail McCormick, she has a little bit of a Janis Joplin kind of voice, very bluesy, very rock. My favorite song on here is Coming Back to Me. Really wonderful. Again, we saw ABC, we saw Dunhill. Here is Dunhill ABC. I think ABC had acquired Dunhill at that point, I think. The next one, The Best of Martin Murphey. And this is a tremendous record. I love the song Wildfire. It's one of those 70s songs. I am a big soft rock, AM 70s kind of gal. I grew up on that music and I dig it. So Wildfire was such a beautiful, kind of sad song. What's Forever For is also on here. I remember that one being a hit. And there's a really touching song on here called What She Wants, and it was about a daughter who's watching her parents' marriage fall apart. Very touching song. He gave that record to me. It was still sealed, and I opened it. So it's not sealed anymore, but a lot of these are ballads, and I wanted to have a super clean copy of it, so I did open it, and I really like it. So that was really great. So he sent so many records, and then on top of that, he had a record wrapped up for me because last week was my birthday. He sent this before my birthday, so I got it a little early. And it's a wonderful Record Store Day release that I missed on Record Store Day because I was traveling. It sold extremely well, so I had missed out on it, except for he sent it to me as a surprise. This is Stevie Nicks' Belladonna live 1981. So we're getting live versions of Edge of 17, Gold Dust Woman, Rhiannon, Sarah, Dreams, solo versions where Stevie's singing alone, Leather and Lace, and Stop Dragging My Heart Around. And it sounds really, really good. You know, when you consider it was a Record Store Day live record, I've gotten some real disappointments in the past. This one's not a disappointment at all. It's absolutely wonderful. So thank you so much, Paul, for those wonderful dollar records. Very inspiring. He still finds great stuff, and he only pays $1. It's hard to believe that, but it's true. And I am very grateful. So thank you, Paul. You are such an inspiration. And I also want to say a thank you to another viewer of my channel who's a dear friend, Mike from Nebraska. He let me know he was sending me a birthday record. And he told me it was going to be Macklemore Avenue by Booker T and the MGs, the one that looks like the Abbey Road cover. And when I opened it up, that wasn't it. The wrong record was sent my way. So I listened to the record that was sent my way on YouTube, and I liked it. So I kept this. It is Iggy Pop, Lust for Life. And I see so many people talk about this amazing record. And so I decided to give it a listen. Of course, most people would know Lust for Life. That was the biggest hit off here. And I think it's still played like for a cruise line on commercials. So you probably know it from that as well. It's a very fun song. Every song on here is wonderful. David Bowie helped with this record. I know he sings background vocals, and I think he also helped with the recording or the producing, something like that. This is great, and I was just absolutely on the couch, kind of sitting there dancing the whole time. The sound quality of the reissue isn't great. It's okay, but the music is so fantastic. If you have an original, let me know if the sound quality suffers on the original as well, but I'm really happy with this. Thank you so much from Mike in Nebraska. Now, I want to go ahead and talk to you about what just happened today that stunned me. And to give a little bit of a background, we all know Mazzy from the Norman Maslov channel. He has a depth and a knowledge of music. He can just pull out a record off of the shelf, talk about the photography who took maybe the album artwork. He can talk about what year it came out. He can give a lot of details of the band. He's just very, very knowledgeable. He used to work at record stores and for a record company. He's got a really good personality, a lot of charisma. He's very interesting to listen to. He's got a huge collection, and he's just really a sweet, sweet guy. So he's always someone I enjoy watching. He goes on to there's a live stream that comes on every morning, if you're not aware of it, called Rachel's Ghost. It is Rachel. She has a live stream every day. It comes on at 8 in the morning Central Standard Time here in the U.S. And I love listening in. I would equate Rachel's live streams, Rachel's Ghost. You can check out the channel. Rachel's Ghost, her live streams are like a bar. And she's the bartender. And in comes all of these amazing cast of characters, people who make vinyl videos. If you love watching vinyl channels here in the vinyl community, so many people who make videos goes on her channel and talks. It's very, very interesting. There's a lot of music talk. There's a lot of hot topics that get discussed. There's a lot of laughter, some humor. There's some drama, because they're real people in real situations and they react. So sometimes that's also a lot of fun. But Mazzy is one of those people that you can check out on Rachel's Ghost. And he talks a lot, shares his knowledge. He's a lot of fun on there. And I asked him one day, there is a release by Madonna. It came out several months ago. I didn't even know about it till it was sold out. It was called Finally Enough Love. And it was Madonna's dance club remixes of so many of her amazing hits. It was a 6 LP set, and I missed out on it. And I found out recently that you can now reorder it. It came back in a different vinyl version, rainbow colored vinyl. So if you missed it the first time, you can get it again right now while it's still available. I asked Mazzy, because I watched the video that he made about it quite a while back, and he said it was okay. He thought the sound quality was good, but not as good as he had hoped. And he likes Madonna a lot, but he wasn't just absolutely in love with the box set. So he said, no, I can't honestly recommend it. So I decided I'd pass on it, but it was something I was sincerely interested in. I grew up in the Madonna era, and I love all those dance remixes. I heard a lot of them when I was out clubbing back many, many years ago. So I was still a little on the fence, even though he didn't highly recommend it. Well, guess what shows up in the mail today from Mazzy? The original version of this that you could only get on Madonna's website. 6 LPs. 3 of them are the black vinyl version standards, and then there were 3 on red vinyl. Here is the red vinyl. It's a transparent, it's really, really pretty. The other LPs are black vinyl. It comes with a wonderful booklet. You can open up and see the pictures. A lot of the Madonna hits. She had so many hits. We don't really talk about Madonna all that much. We're more into classic rock, but she was pop. But she has put out a lot of great stuff, and I love her early stuff, but I also like some of her later tracks. Here are some of the sleeves that come with this set, so you get kind of an idea of what this new box set's going to look like, all of these different colors of the rainbow. They have all the same picture. I think they could have maybe did something different, but I absolutely love this picture of Madonna. And Madonna's special to me. One time when I was really young, around this time, I had the same hairstyle as Madonna. We both had the same hairstyle. I wore mine a lot like this. It was a little longer, but very similar to what she has in this. And I remember every day I was told, you look just like Madonna. You're a Madonna lookalike. I heard it every day. Not a bad thing to be told, you know. She was a beautiful woman, still is. I think she needs to lay off the cosmetic surgery. I honestly think she's a beauty, and she should not mess with herself. She is a natural beauty, and she would age absolutely beautifully. That's just my opinion. She's allowed to do what she wants. But there's some killer stuff on here. We get all of her early stuff. Holiday, Like a Virgin, and Material Girl are all just the 7-inch single versions. I wish that we would have had the remixes of those. But we do get some cool stuff. Into the Groove, Everybody, Like a Prayer is a really cool one. Express Yourself. Vogue is absolutely amazing, but this is just the single version of that. Justify My Love is another really cool song by her. But then we get into really cool stuff. One of her hidden gems, Beautiful Stranger. I really love that. I love the song Music. There's dance versions of those on here. Ray of Light, there's a really cool dance version. I've already listened to all of those before I made this video. We also have Me Against the Music, the duet with Britney Spears. 4 Minutes, it's a duet she did with Justin Timberlake and Timbaland. You know, I mean, there's some really cool stuff on here. And I really enjoy it. American Life, it's just a tremendous 6 LP box set. Mazzy could have sold this on Discogs and got his money back and then some, because it's so, you know, you just can't get it anymore. Now you can get the rainbow vinyl version, but you'll never be able to get this Madonna website exclusive again. And he sent it to me. So I'm blown away by his generosity. This is such a cool set. Sound quality wise, he said it wasn't great, and I guess he lowered my expectations. I think it's pretty good. Her voice could have maybe been a little better. It's not huge disappointment. I feel like the soundstage is huge. I felt like it made my living room a dance club. There's a lot of thumping, a lot of synthesizers, a little compression, but I mean, it's not bad. It does sound good. So I'm not saying it's a bad sounding box set. There's a lot worse out there, I'll tell you that. And I really enjoyed it. It brings back so many wonderful memories for me growing up with Madonna. So thank you so much, Mazzy. I am shocked. I am stunned. I don't even know what to say. I will leave a link below. Like I said, Mazzy's a bigger channel than mine, so you probably already know who he is. But in case you don't, please check out Mazzy. Say hello. Give him a sub. He's a sweetheart of a guy, and you'll love his channel. So thank you to Paul, thank you to Mike, and thank you to Mazzy. What an incredible pile of records here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the sub button and the like button and the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.